NFL Total Access with Scott Hansen and Lindsay Rhodes.
For the Patriots preparing, as Mike Giardi explains, it might surprise you.
In advance of this week's Thursday night football game against the Giants, the Patriots won't have an actual practice, nor should they, considering they just played on Sunday. Their only actual event this week, a walkthrough today that lasted barely over an hour. But does this team even need it, especially the quarterback Tom Brady? Brady's been through this short week a couple times over the course of his career, and quite frankly, at this point, probably could do this in his sleep.
I've had a lot of practices. I mean, if you think probably 100 practices a year on average over the course of maybe more than that, 120 times 20 years, just professional, all through high school, college. So, you know, football, I would say, is very much like riding a bike for me now.
Welcome back to our New York Giants online franchise rebuild. Glad to have you with me. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like, subscribe for more of this series. And I appreciate, has been getting a ton of views, but I do appreciate the guys who check out, who watch the whole thing, who are invested in us rebuilding the Giants and bringing them back the greatest. Now, many of you might not have been even alive when the Giants had the Super Bowl. Well, maybe the second, the most recent Super Bowls you might have had with Eli. But I'm talking about going back to the Phil Simms days and Lawrence Taylor days. I know a lot of you guys might watch this weren't alive, but let me know in the comments below. If you guys, how many of the Giants Super Bowls have you been around for? I'm actually old enough to have seen pretty much, I guess, the last 3, 4. Going back to Lawrence Taylor, was one of my favorite players, pretty much my favorite player, and somebody that I always, when I was playing football, pattern, had his number and everything, and played linebacker. So that's why I really like Lorenzo Carter. Like, I kind of love the idea of bringing back LT, like a new age LT. Of course, Lawrence Taylor is one of the greatest players of all time in NFL history, but it's the fact that I can build him and make him into a monster like LT was. So a little personal stuff there, but let's get right into the series though. It's a rebuild, but we are shockingly at 4-1. And that is not because of lack of competition, because PML is the most competitive league that I've ever been in, competitive sim league. This week versus the Patriots, and you look again, you say 2-3, but this is another coach who last season made the playoffs every single year, was a quality coach, but with the type of competition that we have, with YouTube, content creators, social media influencers, the Madden developers that we have in the league, it's pretty tough. So let's get right up. We're going to take a look at what's going on with the team. Got a message from our offensive coordinator in preparation for the game this Thursday. Thursday night game this week. It means we're going to short week, going to hard to install full gameplay and give time to recuperate. Tough choice. You want the team to be mentally prepared or want well-rested players but less prepared. I'm going to emphasize rest, because these guys they've been going at it. They've earned some downtime. So get a morale boost from that one. 0.1 plus 1. Wow, great. All right, so we have an X Factor QB coming. Of course, we all knew who that is. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Do we sit back in trouble? Let him stretch? I mean, you can't disregard Tom Brady, and there's no way you can neutralize him. So we're going to go somewhere in the middle. Try to slow him down. I don't know if we can stop him, but we can slow him down. Conservative, holding 250 passing yards. That's going to be tough. Checking out his last game, he's passed for 300 plus every single game. X Factor cornerback. Stephen Gilmore is going to be a shadow on receivers all game. Might not be a better man-to-man corner in all of football. There's no good chance. Commit to slow him down again. We're not a huge passing team. Let's see what you say. No silly throws, packet decision, no turnovers. I'm on board coach. I'll try to throw away from Gilmore whenever possible. Oh yeah, throw one or fewer interceptions. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that, definitely. And looking at the Patriots team, it looks like a team. You can definitely run on them. Their pass defense. Let's take a look. I usually don't go through full breakdowns and stuff like that with you guys, but I will today. And we look at their team and their defense. Their front seven is not. 77 block shit. John and Simon. 75 block shit. Not great pass rushers here. Now interior with Guy and Bennett, monster interiors. We're gonna keep it on the edge, keep it, with the tosses, with the off tackle, even the outside linebackers. Not great pass rushers, not good block shed. Jamie Collins Sr. had middle linebacker, 65 block shed. You know, Hightower, not a great pass rusher, 74. I mean, they don't really get after the court, but that's secondary. Now, this secondary, Gilmore, McCourty, even Jones, 95 speed in the slot. Jackson, Devin McCourty, 89 overall, 92 zone coverage. Patrick Chung, 82 overall. I mean, even their backup, Deron Harmon, I've had on teams, and this is a good secondary, is legit. So we're gonna, I know you guys like, man, you already run the ball a lot. We're really gonna keep it on the ground this week, just because of that team is so pass heavy. So that is pretty much it. Let's get right into this week's action versus the New England Patriots. And welcome to an exciting matchup today on Thursday Night Football with the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. The Patriots offense, one of the top passing attacks in the league, led other than Tom Edward Patrick Brady. But the Giants have the ball first, and they come out firing on a slant pass from Eli Manning. Eli, the veteran quarterback, still holding on to his position, staving off the young quarterback. And one of the reasons he can do that is Saquon Barkley has been on a tear. The running back has been one of the top rushers in the league so far, and he's starting off early with 2 big runs already in the first quarter. Saquon has been basically number 2 in rushing all year long, behind Tariq Cohen and the Bears. But the Giants have to settle for a field goal there, and he just sneaks it inside the upright, giving the ball to the Patriots and that deadly passing attack. And they start off on the run themselves with a nice draw. White takes it down to the 41-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and short for the Patriots. And Brady, with that key action that he has, especially in the short game, he just dices opponents up. He's been doing that all season, but he has turned the ball over some. That's one thing that they have to watch out for. New York likes to send pressure, likes to send the blitz like they're doing right now. Can they get to Brady? And they do get to Brady. Carter, LC, takes Brady down for the big loss, brings up a 3rd and long. And he's dropping back, fires over the middle. It's intercepted. The pass picked off by Baker, the young cornerback. He has one man to beat there, and he just gets taken down at the 19-yard line. Can the Giants capitalize on the big play from the rookie cornerback? Manning drops back, fires it, it's intercepted. Looking for his tight end Ingram on a corner route, and that was diagnosed perfectly by the Patriots linebacker Collins. He just snags out of the air. Big mistake from Eli early, which has cost the Giants. That Giants defense is going to have to respond so they do not give up any yardage here. Looks like they have deep coverage over the middle. And a rare incomplete pass, a rare off-target throw from Tom Brady there. 3rd and long, and they're bringing pressure, and Brady diagnoses pressure and throws the out route for a 1st down. That's one thing you have to watch out for him. He is so good at dealing with pressure, but not on that play. Not from Lorenzo Carter. He comes off the edge again for another sack. Brady throws it underneath, and there is no one there. Looks like a blown coverage by the Giants. Gets the Patriots all the way down to the 23-yard line. 3rd and 1. Brady back again. Another wide open receiver. It looks like the Giants have sent in some pressure or trying to confuse Brady. Their young players are getting confused themselves, leading men wide open there for big gains in those last 2 plays. 2nd and 3 has a man in motion. The Giants adjust, but great blocks there. Look at that blocking, just the hole opened up like the Red Sea. And the Patriots going for a touchdown. Giants down 7-3, and back to Barkley, which seemed to work out so fine for them. Early on the game, they got to limit turnovers in the passing game and capitalize on the run. And Eli, look at a broken tackle. Ingram looked like he could have gone on that one, but he did not catch the block that he needed. And back to the running game. Barkley's off to the races again. Breaks a tackle and gets laid out and fumbles the ball. Big hit on Saquon Barkley. Fumbling has been a problem this year. He has 3 fumbles lost in the season already. Patriots running game. They said, you can run, I can too. Big run down the sideline. Finally gets taken down. Sony Michel, the young running back, showing that the Patriots backfield by committee is working out just fine. White catches the passes and Sony runs the runs. 2nd and 4, play action. Brady drops back, and look at that accuracy. Just hits his man on the sideline. Even at his advanced age, he is accurate as ever. Back, down and out, quick out. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, on this short game, Brady is so good. The Giants defense have been much aligned all season. Their pass defense has been one of the worst in the league versus one of the best passing defense in the league. It's going to be tough. We have those young starting corners, 70 overall out there. They're not very good, but we are working on getting them better. As he goes deep, dangerous throw from Eli Manning to Shepard. Giants coming out passing, and look at that throw to Tate. Breaks the tackle. Tate is on his horse. Look at him go as he dives in for a big touchdown right within the 2-minute warning, and Giants go up. Giants tie the game 10-10 on this one. Brady is back. Throw to his favorite receiver, Cooks. Excuse me. Those are one of his favorite receiver, Cooks now in LA. Brady wishes he still had him right now. Went over the middle there. And he goes down there. 1st and 10, drops back again, has all the time in the world. Looks like he has some pressure, shugs off the pressure and takes off. Look at Tom Brady go. Who knew? Brady looking like Ben Roethlisberger back there, not going down on first contact, staying in the pocket, and they lead at halftime, 13-10. New England Patriots looking good right now. The Giants running game looking great with Saquon Barkley, but they have been turning the ball over in the passing game, which has cost them. Saquon even put the ball on the ground again, as he has done several times this season. The Giants have to overcome that coming out down by 3. In a big 3rd down early on. Eli changing the play. He's dropping back, going deep, and where was he throwing that? Intended receiver was Ingram, but he was a good 20 yards off his mark there on that one. So it's back to the young Giants defense again to make some plays against the wily veteran Brady, and they do off the corner. It's Lorenzo Carter with the big sack. 2nd and long, and Brady threads the needle on the post. What a great throw. That's why you can never count Tom Brady out. Looks like he's down. He gets right back up again. The Giants defense has to cover so many targets. They've got speed receiver out there. They've got White out of the backfield, one of the best out of the backfield in the league there. And there's just a lot to cover there. And look at the time he gets. And when you have that much time, it's guaranteed he's going to find someone open. And that's right there with the running back. White again on another completion. Tom Brady looks like he's getting hot. He's got his X factor going, and he is getting hot and wide open in the back with another blown coverage by the Giants to White for a touchdown. Down by 2 scores. New York has to respond. And how do they do that? By going to their man Saquon. Barkley makes a man miss. Barkley down the sideline and goes in for the huge touchdown. They needed to answer, and Saquon was the man to do it. Only down by 3 in the 3rd quarter. Over the middle, and White has just been killing them over and over, just being angle route to death on that one. As Brady has a man in motion. Giants sending more pressure, and who is it? You guessed it. LC off the corner again. He has applied extreme pressure all day to Tom Brady. Has been in the backfield over the middle and just missed Looked like opportunity to pick the ball off, but another angle route just missed. And Brady diagnoses the pressure perfectly, throwing a down and out, giving him the first down. Giants bringing more pressure, and it pays off on the interception. He's got one man to beat. Down the sideline, goes in for the touchdown. Tom Brady is great under pressure, but not that time. New England down, losing by 4, and back to Saquon again in the fourth quarter. This is where you make your money as a quarterback and as a player. Eli Manning changing the play. He's back. Oh, just gets hit, but gets the ball to Ingram, and Ingram makes a move. Oh, are you serious? A terrible tackle attempt, and Ingram looks like he's going to go all the way for the touchdown, and that's the type of talent that he has. Takes a drag and takes it all the way to the house. Incredible. Patriots said, hey, let's get our running game going. White breaks a few tackles, gets him a first down. Brady brings a man in motion. Dropping back off his back foot and falling away, but hits his receiver there. Josh Gordon has had himself a day. Send the blitz and just over the outreaches of his hand. Great completion there by Tom Brady. And Brady back to the ground game. It looks like they're taking advantage of that giant 3-man front. They say, hey, you're going to dare us to pass? We're going to run. Dropping back. Everyone's covered. Brady's waiting in. It's just dropped right into his hands. That could have been a drive killer right there for sure, but they give up 3 points. And it's back to the Giants offense again. Eli Manning throws the RPO, but Tate cannot make a man miss, and he goes down. Giants look like they wasted clock. We have a JF3 sighting. Oh, he had his man, had to step on him, but did a little extra move. Was it just for the cameras? Maybe so. 3rd and long. Eli Manning drops back, has a man, and is intercepted on the sideline. Just the turnover that the Patriots need with 3 minutes left, and Brady's dropping back, and he's taken down. Nick Perry, the other linebacker in the dynamic duo there, takes Brady down and picked off on the sideline. Makes a huge mistake as the young cornerback Haley skies up and picks one out of the air. 1st and 10, back to Saquon, breaking tackles, falling forward for a first down. And that is all they needed to run the clock out. Giants escaped with a big win there. The Patriots led at halftime and led big in the 3rd quarter, but Giants defense came up big when they needed to come up. The offense made plays when they needed. Eli Manning wasn't great. He wasn't perfect, but he did just enough to get the win, and Saquon just ran rapid as he often does. Great game there, exciting game versus the Patriots. Tom Brady, 32 attempts with 75 completion rate, but those interceptions really hurt him. Saquon almost went for 200, but only 1 touchdown. Josh Gordon, James White, and Dorsett, they were just great today as well for the Patriots. Golden Tate and Ingram with a huge play down the stretch, and look at Lorenzo Carter, 5 sacks, 7 tackles, and Perry joined him for another sack there. He has been an absolute he's been nuts. He's been so good, and one of the reasons that the Giants are shockingly, we've only lost 1 game so far. Really did not see that coming. In this rebuild, the team is still not great, but really doing my best to build the team up. And Carter, I knew I would make him the focal point of my defense, but I didn't know he would have this much success. With the ratings that he had, really, pretty much he was just a big fast guy. But been able to use him as best we can, and he's stepped up to the plate and has been really good. So let's see how we did. Defensive coordinator, he seems like he's pretty happy. Got some XP for our linebackers and for the cornerback there. Yeah, Eli thrown a couple of interceptions. Not too good on that one. We did get a boost. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, tune in for more of the New York Giants franchise here at SGO. This is Natural. I'm out.